Back at it again, boys and girls. Chances are you're going to have a pretty good time, and chances are there are going to be a lot of people out there on the internet, on the interwebs, who might be hit by this because of a very widely used, loosely used term, rather.
Loosely, yeah, somehow.
Yeah.
A lot of people like to overuse it, though, but more or less, what is this term?
Influencers. And as you saw at the start of this video, we mentioned clout. There's a lot of people chasing clout, especially on the interwebs, because it's the world we live in now. It's the digital age. But then again, this doesn't apply to absolutely everyone who labels themselves as such or as an influencer.
Yes, because when we talk about those people who don't seem like they're chasing clout, just doing their thing, being successful at it, it's because that's it. They're not chasing it.
Yeah,
exactly. It comes to them because they're either just really charismatic people who like to do their thing and are successful at it, or they're just really, really good at what they do. They know how to do it without seeming like, they're needy.
There are a lot
that's a term, right?
Yeah, there are a lot of more content creators, we should say, nowadays.
Content creators.
And we can say that because, one, we're not influencers who are a medium of brands and whatnot, right?
Bad influence, that's what I am.
So we're not in it. But yeah, there are good people out there. There are solid influencers, shall we say. And to give a very valid example, especially for everyone watching in the Philippines right now, we have a couple friends who've mentioned us online. Miguel Echano, at Angel Day as well. They're a couple. And we're not just saying that because we're name dropping. It's because they're actually using their platform to push positivity, to help other people, help small businesses, have a good time, and document whatever it is they're doing.
And their content is really good, actually.
Yeah, they also have some travel in there too.
Yeah, so why? There's no need to actually, name drop or anything or mention clout, because when you see their content, you don't think about it. You just see people doing what they like to do, and that's the best part of it all.
Yeah, of course, along with being an influencer means you have a platform to make your voice heard, or to show whatever message it is you want to impart to people viewing your content. But it's just, at this point in time, as we mentioned, not all of them are clout chasers. It's just a big number are. A big number of influencers are.
85%?
No, like a lesser number, a lesser percentage, a lesser percentage of said influencers are clout chasers,
It's actually like it's like the toxic people. They are not that many, but because they stick out like sore thumbs, you notice them right away.
There's a big enough number to be concerned about. And much like how, F-boys, can we say the word?
We can use the other term, sad boys.
Right.
Soft boys.
Much as how soft boys, F-boys, were, because
pink t-shirt kids.
Douchebags, how they make a bad name for other guys in the dating world, that's pretty much the same case when it comes to influencers who are straight up clout chasers, who do everything just to get attention, as opposed to anyone who has good content to put out there.
Just a short thing on that. Do you know how hard it is now to make a Spotify playlist for someone without seeming like a sad boy?
I make Spotify playlists, man. Come on.
Yeah, for me. And I know you're not a sad boy. From Alpha. I like that about you. But anyway, that's what happens. It it ends up creating a sort of stigma, maybe, or a sort of image that people see. And just like in real life, no matter how many times you do something well, no matter how many times you don't miss a target, the moment you miss it, that's all they remember. So now, no matter how decent these guys are, no matter how much progress they make in repairing their fragile ego, call back to last episode, people don't see that because they only see the sad boys who create lo-fi hip-hop Spotify playlists to be predatory to girls. So
What? I was not aware of that, but since you brought it up.
I'm not saying everyone does that, but a lot do.
Okay.
Anyway, going back. Sorry, off tangent.
Clout, by the way, in case you haven't known, is having some form of influence, some sort of fame, and true to what we were mentioning earlier, what Carlos mentioned, a lot of people try to chase it, but can't seem to just get it.
Yeah, you know, it's like an epic highlight reel of fail whenever you see people who try so hard to do it.
It's very cringy. While we respect the grind, and your hustle to make a living, I mean,
Yeah.
if you're using other people,
Yeah. Here's the thing. Okay. Here's something I firmly believe in. Okay. Always respect the grind. But if there's something wrong or cringy about it, it's okay to feel that way towards it. I mean, you respect it. You're trying to get bread. You're trying to make bank. Sure. But if it's freaking weird and inappropriate, I'm gonna say something about it.
Yeah, and here's a very, very valid example. There are a lot of what we call IG thoughts out there.
Okay, we're not using this in a grading term.
It's not derogatory.
It's the term that was there.
It's the term that has been widely used on the internet because of what their reputation has become.
We're citing our sources, the internet.
Yeah.
2018.
Well, even a little bit before that, but yeah.
Oh, really?
There are a lot of them out there, and what they do basically is, you'll see a lot of really expensive stuff. Eventually, they'll get there, or they'll pose a certain way, or even posing as if they know something or someone. They'll probably name drop a couple of celebrities in there as well, just to obtain fame, just to get a bigger following. And strangely enough, sad as it is, it works, because there are people who are like, they sort of hate them, but at the same time they want to see where this goes.
Okay, but I'm gonna ask you something, Zach.
Yeah.
It's related to this. Personally, if you had the same kind of opportunity or the same chances in that particular case to, just show off your looks, like, mention a few people, get sponsors based on your looks completely, would you do it?
That's fine. That's fine. Because that's a model. That's basically a model.
I was thinking like, I was thinking like, if I could go on OnlyFans and do stuff like that,
I mean,
I would.
You gotta respect the hustle.
I would.
There's nothing wrong with it, especially like people on OnlyFans, the guys and girls up there. That's fine. You do you, man.
Except for Chris Brown.
Literally the only gripe that I have with OnlyFans models is that they pay meme pages to boost their stuff, man. And as I love meme pages, I love dark humor. I love seeing memes that make me smile, make other people smile, but I can't even open my Instagram in public anymore without seeing a pair of butt cheeks looking right at me, man.
Imagine this.
What?
You've been following a really nice meme page.
For 3 years!
I know it's an acquired taste. A lot of people think memes are a very low form of humor, but those people can go to hell. So the thing is, you've been following these meme pages for the longest time. It's something that gives you joy. Something that, I'm feeling really crappy today. I'm just going to go over my meme pages. And then you're scrolling, you're laughing. It's poorly edited sometimes. The emojis are just really, really good, like 144p.
Yeah.
But suddenly, you notice the content has changed.
It's a scantily clad girl.
Yeah. Okay, sure. Maybe, right? Regardless of your gender, maybe you're into You're into that kind of thing. But really, I mean, you go to other spicy websites to avail of that kind of content, right? But this is neither the time nor place for this kind of thing, because you're feeling sad. You're feeling kind of down. You're feeling stressed out. You just want your memes, man.
I don't want to
You
wear
want
butt cheeks.
your
I don't.
humor of the day, but no, suddenly it's a G-string,
Yeah,
and it's flying all over the
then again,
place.
they have their own market for that. Obviously, maybe they pay these meme pages to boost their page because it goes in hand with the people who other people who follow meme pages as well. Maybe a lot of guys and girls who are lonely or just want to have some form of push for them to.
Yeah, this particular gripe, okay,
That's fine.
You can say it's a personal thing Zach and I share.
But we respect the hustle.
Yeah, maybe we're the minority here, but we think it's wrong.
I wouldn't say it's exactly wrong. It's just a gripe. It's just a small
Because
nitpick.
I think there's a way to boost your following than hijacking meme pages, man. I mean, I don't know. I'm not too keen or knowledgeable in terms of social media. My own social media is already in ruin. But it just feels really weird to have meme pages that have been either completely wholesome or just really dark humor suddenly have sexual content.
I don't want to look like a perv in public.
It confuses.
I can't open my Instagram in public anymore.
It confuses.
No.
It confuses me downstairs, if you know what I'm talking about, right? Because one moment you're laughing, ha ha ha, suddenly, oh my goodness, this is kind of hot. It's no, dude.
Then again, we would like to highlight the fact that this is just a small nitpick because we follow meme pages. But back to the discussion at hand of
Forgetting we had a hand. Go ahead.
no, but back to the discussion at hand of people who are continuously cloud chasing.
Yeah.
This is different. People on OnlyFans, that's a grind, that's a hustle. You do you. Influencers, the good kind, content creators, great. Because when they enter, when they enter that sort of profession, I want to call it. I don't know if it's considered.
Profession, yes.
Yeah, that's it. It's a profession.
It's the work.
Yeah, they also become a medium not just for their own messages, but in order for them to make money, they also, of course, they'll be boosting certain brands because they get paid to do so. They have certain X deals to get products. You gotta respect the grind over there. What sort of ticks other people off and us as well is when you pose, not pose like finding your angle, but more like pretending to do a lot of stuff that that just doesn't really sit well with people. Case in point,
Yeah.
when there's a calamity happening,
Oh.
a natural disaster, or even as simple as
This happens a
bro,
lot.
even as simple as this, even as simple as you're on the street somewhere and you see someone who's homeless, who needs food, who's begging for money, beggars,
Yeah.
and you see online these videos of people with a camera like literally following them around, and they're giving like a wad of cash or shoes or clothes or food.
Stop bothering the homeless, God damn it.
I mean, is it really necessary for you to do that? If you want to do a good deed, why don't you just do it? Content creators, real good influencers, if there's a national disaster, a calamity, God forbid, an earthquake or a typhoon, and it affected so many people, maybe they'll post some things of them being on site.
Yeah.
But then again, they're doing so to raise awareness of the situation. Hey guys,
show people this is what's happening. I just so happen to be here.
you can donate to this
Yeah.
to these organizations.
That's the good use of it.
That's the good use of things. Using your platform to do good, to help, to push positivity forward. And then there are other people who give said influencers a bad name, a bad rep by just doing the most staged things.
Yeah.
And while that may be their grind, is it respectable enough to a point where you can consider it? That's all right. Because I personally, it's just a little, it doesn't tickle my pickle. If you
Yeah,
know what I mean.
it doesn't sit well in the stomach, to be completely honest. Because at the end of the day, again, it's always a callback to past episodes, right? Clout influence. It's a form of power. Let's be honest. It's something that you hold above other people because you have it. They don't. How do you use it? Do you use it just to further your agenda, to make yourself look even better, to make yourself look better than other people who also have clout? Or are you going to use it to actually help other people? That's a very good question. You got to ask yourself if you aspire to have clout in the future or if you already have clout right now. Hey, you have clout? You're watching? Oh, that's nice. Thanks.
Notice a lot of clout users out there always have a name to drop. In the most random of instances. It's not even an example.
Yeah, by the way, my good friend, blah blah blah, is also a good friend of yada yada, and the cousin of the neighbor of blah 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 yada yada
That's cool.
is
I
also
think
the dad of the gardener of la la la.
Mhm.
So I don't know. You know all these people. What happened? Was there like some inappropriate meeting, swingers club or something? I don't know.
Whoa.
Because actually, I got to know one person who actually, well, he was really, this person that I knew, story time with Tito Carlos, he fit the bill of both episodes, last one and this one. His ego, massive and fragile, like super fragile, paper thin. Also, wanted that clout. He posts, piano covers on Facebook. Of course, better than I could, but I can't even play piano, so that's not saying much about it. So this person, I got to know him from day one. I felt completely off because everything he do would just be to flex. Because for me, as a person, I just so happen to know certain people because, we've done things outside of radio, within certain circles. So we do know certain people, and that's just by coincidence or through other people.
Don't name drop.
Yeah, unless someone asks, "Oh, do you know?" Yes, I do. Why?
There's a question that's posed. Sure.
Why?
That's the
Okay.
only time.
But the moment he'd give me a rundown of these names, and I'd say, "Yeah."
Do you know this guy?
Yeah.
Wait, do you know this guy? Because he's my personal good friend. We went golfing together and, stuff like that.
Yeah, so he always used the term, "Oh, a good friend of mine." I was thinking, "Good friend of yours?"
We weren't
Really?
asking.
Yeah. I mean, who asked, man? And I'm just here to have fun. I'm here with certain people. Yeah. So day one, I kind of felt iffy about the guy. As time passed, that's all he'd do.
Name drop?
Nah, this could be a bit too spicy because.
Okay, no, say it. No, say it.
Nah, it's okay. Because the thing is, I can't.
Why?
Because this dude, he's done some really heinous shit.
Like what?
Really illegal, really horrible things to women.
Oof.
So I don't know if there's like a case ongoing, so I can't really say for sure. But the thing is, you don't do that kind of thing if you are, in search of influence, in search of clout.
There's another term, though, that we'd like to throw out there.
Predator?
I was going to say wannabes.
Okay, okay, that's kind of far from it. Okay, but go ahead.
Kind of far from predator,
Yeah.
but when you're chasing clout and you're a wannabe, it kind of goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
People who also feel like they already have this said power and influence. And we can go as simple as being stopped over by a traffic officer.
Don't you know who I am?
Don't you know who I am?
Don't you know who my ninong is?
I'm the nephew of former governor of this faraway province. Bro, nobody cares if you're the gardener of frickin' Albay or something like that, man.
The gardener of Albay.
of the governor.
That's a huge area to garden.
It's like
there's a volcano there.
But case in point, man. I mean, Why would you say that?
Gardener.
My uncle is the mayor of. Yeah, but the thing is, you're not there anymore.
Yeah.
You're over here.
No, no.
Why would you do that?
But here's the thing. Here's the problem. It's not just them. The thing is, the people, or like the enforcers, the people who would enforce the law,
Who do their job
who do their job,
properly.
they kind of believe it. So when this person flexes his gardening clout, gardener alba, whatever, the person who flags him down believes it. So
Right.
the thing is, the tendency is this person, the gardener, would continue doing it because it's an effective tactic to evade responsibility.
Oh, that's true.
So it trickles down to everyone. Like,
Right.
yeah, it's important to call people out when they do these things, regardless of the circumstances.
It's important to question the
Yeah,
situation.
question the
We're
situation.
always pushing that agenda to be very critical of things because, again, if you continue to let certain things happen, much in this case of people trying to reach for the stars and pretend like they're famous or have influence.
Pretend like you're the gardener albay.
You know,
Crying out.
people who keep on trying to chase attention, want attention. You know what? We're saying if it's off, respect the hustle. But if something is off, just maybe try to avoid it because you're only encouraging them to do more by giving them more and more attention.
Yeah, if you're hustling, just make sure that the only person at the end of the day who gets hurt might be you, and not even in a self-inflicted way. More like you get hurt because you learn from the stuff that you've been doing. You learn that this doesn't work. This maybe will. If at any point your pursuit for clout affects other people, if you have to step on other people on the way to the top, if you tend to get these certain urges to do things inappropriate to other people, if you forget who you are as a person, you forget your roots, you forget your freaking humanity, don't do it.
Chances are, you shouldn't do it.
No, just stop.
You good, man? Okay, man. Oh, man. Oh, goodness gracious. Hey, if you're looking to gain some sort of fame or influence, if you really want to be famous, no one's stopping you from getting on that grind, hustling the way you want to, be it creating content, be it pushing a certain message out there.
Yeah, it's expressing your art.
Maybe getting famous by way of tweets that have gone viral. Sure, man. If you really want to do that, that's fine. But by all means, do so on your own terms. You don't have to drag anyone else because chances are, if you keep on trying to bring somebody else with a following into your story,
they're gonna drag you down.
Yeah, people are going to be looking at you with a form of
contempt.
Contempt.
Both, yeah.
Well, yeah. If you found this cringy, though, please do tell us.
Yeah, do tell us. Do tell us if my passion towards wrongdoings is cringy. Go ahead.
Any sort of
I'm fine.
discussion,
I'm fine with it.
discussion, criticism you guys may want to drop on the page, drop in the comments.
Comments are always open. Comments. Yeah, it's not here.
You want to do that?
Yeah.
You chasing clout now, bro?
Click like and subscribe for more quality content. Watch my vlogs. Are we gonna do vlogs?
No, this is not considered a vlog, but for a lot of content creators, it might be. If you like the video, please do like it. If you dislike the video, dislike it as well. Leave a comment in the comments if you want to start a discussion, and we'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. And while you're at it and online, follow us as well.
At It's Carlos Really. That's for Instagram and for Twitter.
That's exactly why for me at Chances Are Pod. For the podcast that's up. My tongue, bro.
And at some point, I think we're gonna be, I don't know, streaming stuff. What do you think?
We might be.
You might be.
For everyone out there on a hustle online, you want to get there. You know what? You do you, and we're right here for it.
We are.
Let's get real.
Talk truth.
Talk true. And let it all out.
I'm Zach.
I'm Carlos.
We're speaking feelings
On Chances Are.
on Republicast.
Exclusively on FM1.